Surface area. Surface area is the total area that is exposed on the surface of an object. It includes the sum of all the areas of the individual faces or surfaces that makes up the object. Surface area is typically measured in square units such as square meters or square feet. The calculation of surface area depends on the shape of the object. For example, the surface area of a rectangular prism can be calculated by finding the area of each of its 6 faces and adding them together. Similarly, the surface area of a sphere can be calculated using a different formula that takes into account its curved surface. The surface area of other shapes, such as cones and cylinders, can also be calculated using specific formulas. The method for calculating the surface area of an object depends on its shape. Here are some common shapes and their respective surface area formulas. Rectangular prism. The surface area of a rectangular prism can be calculated by adding the area of each of its 6 faces. The formula is surface area equals 2 times length and width plus 2 times length and height plus 2 times width and height, where surface area represents the surface area, L represents the length, W represents the width, and H represents the height. Cube. The surface area of a cube can be calculated by adding the area of each of its 6 faces. The formula is surface area equals 6s square, where surface area represents the surface area and S represents the length of one side. Sphere. The surface area of a sphere is calculated by using the formula surface area equals 4 pi r square, where SA represents the surface area, R represents the radius of the sphere. Cylinder. The surface area of a cylinder can be calculated by adding the area of its 2 circular bases to the area of its curved surface. The formula is surface area equals 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h, where SA represents the surface area, R represents the radius of the base, and H represents the height of the cylinder. Cone. The surface area of a cone can be calculated by adding the area of its circular base to the area of its curved surface. The formula is surface area equals pi r square plus pi r into square root of r square plus h square, where SA represents the surface area, R represents the radius of the base, and H represents the height of the cone. Worked example. The diagram shows the surface of a garden pond made from a rectangle and 2 semicircles. The rectangle measures 3 meter by 1.2 meter. Calculate the area of this surface. The shape is made up of a rectangle of length 3 meter and width 1.2 meter and a circle of diameter 1.2 meter. Calculate the area of rectangle by A equals length times width. A is equal to 3 times 1.2. A is equal to 3.6. Calculate the radius of the circle by R is equal to D over 2. R is equal to D over 2. So R is equal to 1.2 over 2. R is equal to 0.6. Its radius is 0.6. Calculate the area of the circle by A is equal to pi r square. So A equals pi times 0.6 square. So A is equal to 1.130973355 and so on. Add the two areas together. So 3.6 plus 1.130973355 and so on equals 4.730973355 so on. Now round to three significant figures. 4.73 meters square. The formula for the surface area of a sphere or the curved surface area of a cone will be given to you in an exam question if you need it. The rest of the formulas here come from what you should already know about areas of rectangles, triangles and circles. Test yourself. Question number 1. The diagram shows a prism with a rectangular base ABFE. The cross section ABCD is a trapezium with AD equals BC. AB is 8 cm, GH is 5 cm, BF is 12 cm and angle ABC is 70 degrees. Calculate the total surface area of the prism. Diagram is not to scale. It's a 6-mark question. Question number 2. A cone has radius x centimeter and slant height x into square root of 5 centimeter. The volume of the cone is 1000 cubic centimeter. Calculate the value of x. The volume V of a cone with radius r and height h is V equals 1 over 2 pi r square h. Diagram is not to scale. It's a 4-mark question. Question number 3. Diagram is given which is not to scale. The diagram shows a hemispherical bowl of radius 5.6 cm and a cylindrical tin of height 10 cm. Show that the volume of the bowl is 368 cubic centimeter, correct to the nearest cubic centimeter. The volume V of a sphere with radius r is given by V equals 4 over 3 pi r cube. It's a 2-mark question. Question number 3. The tin is completely full of soup. When all the soup is poured into the empty bowl, 80% of the bowl is filled. Calculate the radius of the tin. It's a 4-mark part. Examination tips. Be careful when calculating the surface area of a hemisphere. The total surface area consists of the curved part, half of a sphere, plus the flat circular face, so the total surface area is 3 pi r square. Question number 4. A solid metal prism with volume 500 cubic centimeter is melted and made into 6 identical spheres. Calculate the radius of each sphere. The volume V of a sphere with radius r is V equals 4 over 3 pi r cube. It's a 3-mark question. Question number 5a. Show that the volume of a metal sphere of radius 15 cm is 14,140 cubic centimeter, correct to 4 significant figures. The volume V of a sphere with radius r is V equals 4 over 3 pi r cube. It's a 2-mark question. Question number 5b. The sphere is placed inside an empty cylindrical tank of 25 centimeter and height 60 centimeter. The tank is filled with water. Diagram is not to scale. Calculate the volume of water needed to fill the tank. It's a 3-mark question. Question 5C. The sphere is removed from the tank. Diagram is not to scale. Calculate the depth D of water in the tank. It's a 2-mark question.